Hi, welcome to the Takeout Effect. The Takeout Effect brings a real conversation in business. I'm your host. My name is Banki, and today we have two amazing ladies here for us today. They are business partners. They're going to talk to us a lot about business and partnership. They have an online boutique called Moscato Pink. Um, Ladies, you want to introduce yourself and let the audience know more about who you are?
I guess I'll go ahead. Hi. Oh, there you go. Go.
So I'm Emerald, one of the duo of Moscato Pink, and I guess you can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Ashleigh. Like you said, I'm co-owner of Moscato Pink, and we've been doing this for 3 years. And it's been quite a journey for us.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to say, for your 3rd year anniversary, cheers to you. Congratulations, and let's celebrate.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
I'll take a sip for you, Em.
Me too. Go ahead, Emerald.
Sorry, I don't know. What was there another question?
No, just saying who you are and what you do.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I'm one of the co-owners of Moscato Pink. We did, like you just said, again, thank you. This is our 3rd year, June 1st. We celebrated our 3rd year in business. We started, really what it was is people had always asked us for a long time, where did you get that? Where, I love what you're wearing. Where did you get that outfit? Where do you get that jacket or bag or whatever it was that we were wearing? A lot of people were always asking us. And so we were just like, we should do this. We should start finding out a way that we can start our own store, whether it is an actual physical store, whether it's online. That's kind of where the conversation started. I've always been into fashion. I always loved fashion. And I always thought that at some point, like my journey in life would lead me to somewhere in fashion, but I didn't always know where exactly I would land. But yeah, so we just decided to do it. We talked about it for a while, like maybe a couple of years. We also had a business previous to this. We did event planning as well. So it's the situation where we knew that we could work together because we've worked together already in the past. And we just decided to do it. And we did our research and we reached out to a few people as mentors that gave us a lot of great advice. And we're here today to talk about it with you.
Amazing. So I'm gonna just ask individually, so you both won't answer at the same time. Ashleigh, how long have you and Emerald been friends?
So we get asked that all the time. So we actually met. So Emerald and my partner were friends from childhood. And we happened to go to a wedding together, and that's where I met Emerald. I was pregnant with my first son. And I kind of was like, when are you getting pregnant? And then lo and behold, a couple months later, she got pregnant. So we were on mat leave together, and our friendship just blossomed from that. So that was our children are now 13 or about to be 13, 12 and 13. So it's been about 13 years that Emma and I have been friends. Yeah.
Amazing.
She's all right.
How did the conversation come up? You know what? Let's make this into a business. I know Emerald said that, people have been reaching out to you guys for a while, asking about, clothes and where did you get this outfit and all of those stuff. How did the conversation come up? This is the conversation when you guys decided, yeah, let's actually do this. Take us back to that day. Emerald. Or Ashleigh. Sorry, Ashleigh, you go, and then Emerald go after.
I don't even know if it was a day conversation. I think it happened a couple of times. Like Emerald said, we were already in business with event planning, and while it was nice at the time, we noticed that it's a lot of work and not necessarily that you reap the rewards. There's a lot of work. People don't normally have the budget. And when you're starting smaller, it's harder to get out there. So eventually we were like, okay, well, definitely knew we wanted to be entrepreneurs. We wanted to build something for our children to see. We didn't want to work a 9 to 5 forever. So what we're going to do. And then it just kind of made sense. Like, if people are always asking us, I don't know, I can't tell you who said it, but if people are always asking us, why don't we just sell what we wear? It only kind of just clicked. Yeah. Anything to add on to that, Em?
No, that's pretty much how it went.
Yeah. Like, there wasn't like a one day conversation.
Conversation that we did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pinpoint.
For business, going into a business partnership, were you vision for what you guys both wanted for this business in alignment right away? Did you guys have moments where you guys weren't on the same page and you guys had to compromise?
I don't think over big things. I don't think we've had to really do like a huge compromise so far. Anyways, again, we're still a young business. But I mean, we're different people. We have different personalities, obviously. We, you know, have we each have our individual strengths. Things that we like there's things that Ashley would wear, I wouldn't wear. And there's things that I would wear that Ashley wouldn't wear, right? But it's not, I think what it is that we balance each other out that way. Because, you know, we can reach a broader market because we do have two different personalities, I think. So no, to answer your question, there hasn't been any huge compromise. I think I'm speaking for you too, Ashley. I don't think anyways that there has been any huge compromise that we've had to make so far business wise. I think we are pretty like-minded in certain senses. And then in other senses, I think that we were able to balance each other out in a good way, which makes it work.
Okay.
And I think too that because we were friends first, we kind of know each other's personalities as well. So we know we know how to communicate with each other, so it's not going to get to a point where like, oh, it's hostile kind of thing. And then like our family situations, our lives are very similar as well, in that we know that in certain times maybe I won't be able to be at a certain event, or I won't be able to handle this, and we'll take over. So it's not like we have the same expectations of each other, so it doesn't call for like huge compromise. Like, yeah, we sometimes we disagree on things, but like Emerald said, our personalities are different, and I think it gives each of us a different perspective on things that necessarily wouldn't have thought about it that way. So it just kind of works.
Okay. So you mentioned that balancing each other out. What do you think are the strengths? So for Emerald, what do you think are Ashleigh's strengths? Ashley, what do you think is Emerald's strength that you guys bring together, that you both contribute to this partnership?
I think Ashleigh is really good at speaking to people. I have a guise of being social, but I'm not a very social person. I think people, because I may know a lot of people think I'm very social, but I actually can be very quiet in certain settings. I'm not extremely outgoing in a lot of settings, especially if I'm not completely comfortable, if I don't know people. Whereas Ashleigh is outgoing that way, and she'll talk to everybody. You know, we've done pop-up shops and things like that, and they're great for our business. But she is more than one that she'll just go out and she'll just talk to you, and like, you know, and she has a best friend in like 5 minutes, not literally, but like, you know what I mean? So I mean, it's great for our business, but that is not me, you know? So I'm not going to be that one, but we need that, you know, we need that person that's going to reel people in and step out of like certain comfort zones that I don't do or don't do well, I think anyways. But yeah, she's more the social of the two. She's also good with a lot of other things, but that's one of the things that stands out to me right now.
Okay. Ashleigh, how about you? What do you think are some of Emerald's strengths?
Emerald is super, super, super creative. Like with our collections and things like stuff, she has an eye that is remarkable. So I'll give her that. But also too, like she's very like when we have meetings and stuff, she's the one that takes the notes, emails the notes, like keeps everything organized. She's very organized, keep things together in that sense. Whereas I'm just like, okay, let's do this. I'm not writing down anything, things like that. Emerald, yeah, she organized all like our shoots, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't know what to do, girl. Just tell me what to do. You've got this the whole thing planned out. I like seriously, like I'm just here. Tell me what I need to do. She's very organized. She's the creative genius behind Moscato Pink, to be honest. And she's awesome at it.
Okay. And also, sorry, Ashleigh, to also add, Ashleigh does have a background in business. Like she went to university for business. So like she says, I'm creative, but I don't have a business sense. I'm also a social worker 9 to 5. So I definitely don't have that business side of me. So she's really good with that. She's really good with numbers. She's really good at, you know, kind of where we should allocate money. She's really good with keeping track of like shipments and things like that, which is huge. And like, I'm not like that. So all of the paperwork, doing any type of business grants, those kind of things, applying for anything. She is amazing at all of that. And she handles most of all of that.
Amazing. So how do you manage building your business versus working for your business? Those two. So there's time management, the time that you take to put into the back end stuff to make the business show up to the world, and then the actual work that takes to, you know, be there for your customers. Anyone, Ashleigh, you can go.
So that's a good question. So it's convenient for us because our work is in our hands, in our phones, and our computers, so we can bring it wherever we need to be, right? I'm going to say that it is sometimes overwhelming because we're still like only 2 people doing everything. A business, I know like people say like running a business is a lot of work, but it really is a lot of work, especially with now you're handling customers, you're taking care of your website, you're trying to plan the financials, get products in, but then you also have to do your social media and make sure that's on par and all that kind of, so it's a lot of work. I think like for me personally, I'm up every day super early just so that I can get a start on things. Because on top of that, with COVID, you have your kids homeschooling, right? So it's a matter of late nights, early mornings, just kind of you just know like this is at the end of the day we're building something, and one day this is not going to be how it is. We're going to have people doing this for us. So yeah. It's a mindset. It really is a mindset. You know where you want to be, and you just have to push it and go for it. Whatever sacrifices you have to make to get there along the way, that's it.
And I think that especially, sorry, Banki, to cut you. I think also too, what has been super helpful is the lockdown, and has been COVID in a way. Like we had the time and kind of the opportunity to really brainstorm and really think about and execute like what our next step was and how we wanted it to look, where we want to go with our brand. And then we've had the chance to do it. So I think that this little break also too has really helped us just to plan and get things like right, and move things forward.
And I was just about to go into that because I'm so happy that you said that. With COVID, a lot of things have changed for businesses in general, right? And I've noticed that you've done a relaunch during COVID. So I noticed there has been a change in the type of clothing you offer, right? I'm seeing fitness videos, you know, I'm seeing curves, you know, for curvy women. So I see that there's more variety of the type of clothing that you're not offering, that I didn't notice before. I'm not sure if it was there before, but I didn't notice before. So have COVID had put in a place to change the direction of the type of clothing you want to offer to your customers?
Well, I think our aesthetic is our aesthetic. Like what we started off is still us. Like, you know, because the brand started with us, and I think that we haven't really changed that much in terms of like the things that we like, right? I think what has changed is over this time we've been home more. So yes, we do have a lot more loungewear, you know, and ourselves, we have been trying to be more healthy ourselves and like working out ourselves. So in that sense, that's where also the activewear comes into play, right? So I think that it's not necessarily a change, but it is something that before we were going out more, so we had more going out. We're not going out as much right now, right? So right now our closet is a lot more loungewear and a lot more workout wear, right? So it's just kind of like really our brand is about us and things that we really love that we want to bring out to other people. So I don't think that I think it is still us, but it's just a different side of us that we're showing more. And in terms of like curvy, we've always had curvy wear. We've always had curvy clothing. I think in the past, the issue was that it didn't sell as much as our regular size clothing. But I think also our marketing has changed. And so I think people are seeing it more because we're pushing everything and everything's kind of in your face intentionally. And so I think people are seeing it more, but we've always had it, and we've always really wanted to cater to all sizes.
Perfect. Amazing. Thank you. Anything to add, Ashleigh?
Yeah, like I was gonna say, like technically our curve line hasn't even relaunched yet. We are in the process. It'll be out in a couple of weeks, but with our relaunch of the actual website, we wanted to have models of a range of sizes. I know before it was kind of like the straight sizes, slim girls, and that's what really showed. Although we did say we catered to a range of sizes and a range of different body shapes, we didn't show that in our marketing, and that's what's something that we wanted to focus on going forward, because we want every woman to feel great in our clothes, and we have to show that our clothes fit are for everybody, right? So that's definitely a change that COVID has allowed us to capitalize on. So definitely, like I said, our curve line will be coming out shortly, but right now our models just reflect from size extra small to extra large, which is nice because I think that our customers relate to it and they're seeing the clothes on different. Because before we'd get comments like, oh, I love that, but I can't wear it. So we're showing you can wear it. People with your shape do look good in our clothes as well. So yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. So you guys been in business for 3 years. What's the toughest challenge you've ever had to face so far in this journey?
I think for me personally, it's just starting it. Like, I think that once you start it, things you're like, oh, okay. Like you get through the first hurdle and you're like, okay, yeah, this is not that bad. Like, and then you get over the next hurdle and you're like, okay, I can do this. Like, you know, I think it's just kind of getting over the fear of actually starting. And then when you start, you're like, okay, this is not as daunting as I thought it was going to be. But you go through like so many, okay, what ifs, and you're not sure and all of that. And I think that once you do actually start, you see that, okay, yeah, you can actually go somewhere with this if you really want it and if you're consistent, you know.
Right.
Okay. And Ashleigh?
I think too, like obviously, like everyone says, it takes money to make money, and you're scared of putting in necessarily without seeing the return. And we've definitely found this since the relaunch that the more you put in, the more you get out, kind of thing. So like marketing is very, very, very important. Pictures are important, and you have to learn all these things in order to do it, and take risk in order to learn that. So that's kind of like, that mindset is kind of a hurdle to get over. Like, okay, if I put this into this, like what if I don't get something out of it? But you will, and you have to change your mindset in that sense.
Okay. So what would you give as an advice for anyone who wants to start their own online store, clothing store?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Really, honestly. And everyone says it because I know there's a lot of people who have ideas and they're like, oh, I can't do this. I don't know where to start. And yeah, it's hard. Like Emerald said, we had a mentor that we were able to go to find out like even which platform we should put our store on, or how to register your business and all that kind of stuff. Thank goodness for her, because that was a great help for us. But even so, there's Google, the power of Google. You just have to do it. I know it sounds scary and it's a lot, and you literally figure things out as you go. Trial and error. Some things don't work, some things do work, but you'll figure it out as you go. Just stay the course. I know sometimes it seems like this is a lot and I don't think I'm getting to where I need to be, but everything happens in the time that it's supposed to happen. So just do it. You'll know when it feels right. Just go for it. It's scary, but you'll learn.
Okay. Amazing. All right. So parenting and entrepreneurship. Um, how do you do it? How do you do family life? You know, mother, wife, business. How do you do it all? And let's do it, Emerald.
Yeah, so I think, we get asked this question often too, and I think for me, I think that it's important for your kids to see that you're doing stuff, and I think it's important for your kids to see that you can be a black business owner, or a female black business owner. I think that it's important for our kids to see that we work very hard for the things that they get. A lot of times kids just think poof, things just show up and they get them, but they don't see how hard you work for them. But our kids see it. Our kids see when, Ashley's sons see when she's packing up these orders. My kids see when I'm laying out all these clothes and making sure everything is, ready for whatever photo shoot we're going to, whatever pop-up shop we're going to. There's been times like even our previous our previous business where we had to bring our kids with us, because that's just what we had to do at that time. Yes, you have to make sacrifices. Yes, you have to find a balance, and you definitely have to have like your boundaries and have family time where it's just family time. But I think it's so important for these kids growing up that everything is so accessible to them, that they see that their parents are out here and we're working for them, and not just for us, and we're working for their children, and that our kids can have generational wealth. I think it's very important that they see that. So I think that I'm glad my kids are here with my journey and are able, as we move forward, that they're able to be like, okay, they seen when we were just starting out and like stressing and all of this, to like wherever it is that this journey takes us, and the end result hopefully is that we no longer need 9 to 5s. We're able to maintain and manage a comfortable life on our own, and that we're able to set them up in a better place so that they can do what they need to do later on in life. So yeah, that's my long spiel.
Speaking of kids, my son just walked in.
Good, he knows, he sees mom working, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's
what she said. All of what she said, I feel the same. No, but like definitely, like my son the other day told me that he's so proud of me, and like you don't pay attention, or you don't think they're paying attention. And it's kind of like that comment keeps you going. It's even more motivation. Like, yeah, it's great when people are buying your clothes and the orders are coming in, but for your child to sit there and say, like, I'm so proud of you, this is the whole reason we're working. Yeah. And like I said, I wake up super early, and then there's school. But like, I know there's some times where I can be so focused on the business that I need to take time to be with my children. I know that's something I need to work on. But to know that they know that I'm working this hard and they're seeing and they're proud, I think it's kind of a payoff.
Yeah, definitely. The name Moscato Pink, how did it come about?
It's another question we get all the time.
We don't even have like a great, like very...
It's not a good story.
It's not a good story. We just like wine. We just like wine. And cheers to that. I don't have my glass, but I love wine. And like it was just like we went through a bunch of names and it just fit. It's just us. And like I said, what we've been saying is like this brand really is us, from the name to every piece that we personally pick. I think that it just really speaks to who we are. We like to sit down, we like to dress up, we like to have a little glass of wine, and we're good. Like we don't ask for much. But yeah, that's how the name came about. But we always tell people, it's funny, we met another lady, and she was kind of supposed to be a mentor for us at the beginning of our business, and she was just like, oh, she doesn't like the name, and she felt like we should change our name because it was like nobody knows who we are based on our name. And we were thinking like and that's the thing, you have to hear what people are saying, but sometimes you don't take in everything what people say to you, right, in business. But we were like, if you didn't know what Nike was, you wouldn't know that it was a shoe company. A name doesn't necessarily have to just say what exactly you do, right? but yeah, we decided to keep our name and we love it.
You do.
I love the name too. I love the name and I love the logo. I love the whole look of your brand. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, that was one of our first, like, we're like, no, we think we'll keep it. Yeah.
So if you were to if you were to go back to the beginning, what would you have done differently in your business on your journey? If you were to go back at any of the trials and errors that you've done, that you've made?
I think maybe started earlier.
Okay.
Started before.
You have been talking about it for a number of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because you sit on it. It sounds like a great idea for so long, but like you said, that fear gets you, right? And now looking back is like, what exactly were we afraid of? Like the worst is though people aren't going to buy your stuff. Okay, so then you think about how am I going to make people buy your stuff? But you don't know that until you know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
You know.
But saying that, I also say, like, I think that too. But then also saying that, I always say, like, timing is everything, right? And everything happens for a reason. So maybe it just wasn't our time. We weren't, even though we were talking about it, we weren't supposed to do it then. Like, I think that, like, we were supposed to do it when we were supposed to do it. But there's not much I would say that I would change. I think that any obstacle we came from is something that we have learned from, and it was necessary for us to have that obstacle so that we know, you know, next time around, how to do something differently, you know? So I don't think there's much that I would change.
Okay.
I was going to say that too. Like even all the obstacles we've had encountered, like it was all a learning experience and we've built and grown from it. So yeah.
And then we can also use that to help mentor other people, right? Because like we also really believe on paying it forward and helping other entrepreneurs however we can that are coming into the business, not necessarily in the same business, but just wanting to start off with something and just be like, hey, you know, we tried it this way. And they may not take that on, but at least we have something that we feel that we can offer to other people that are trying to start their journey.
Okay. And the future of Moscato Pink, where do you see yourself? What direction do you see the business going in the future?
We have so many ideas. It's crazy.
So I'll let you talk.
We have so many ideas. It's crazy. You should like the amount of thing every day. Okay, maybe we should try this. Maybe we should do this. How about we drop this next? How about we drop that next? So, we've always said we wanted a mobile store. So we would like a bus that we pop up in different cities in North America. Definitely something that we see happening in the next, I would say 5 years, if even that long. We've always said that we wanted to like maybe even partner with like design schools, fashion schools in Toronto to offer like internship programs, because we know like the fashion industry in Toronto is kind of hard to get out there. So if we can offer students any kind of internship with us, that would be great. Like I think that would be like a fabulous experience for both of us to learn and grow, even design our own collection, like design our own collections and things like that. You have anything to add?
No, that's pretty much kind of where we'd like to go. We also would like to, you know, we always say, like, we were talking about mentoring. We'd love to mentor more too. You know, even if it's an opportunity, like going into schools and things like that and talking about like what our experience has been starting a business. I think it's helpful for a lot of people to hear regular everyday people and their experiences, right? Because sometimes you just think that things are so far from it, and like we've never like none of our family members are entrepreneurs or had businesses. So it's like, you know, it's nice when you hear a story from somebody that has never been in a business or an entrepreneurship role to hear how they kind of started. So that's something that I wouldn't mind doing at some point as well.
Amazing. Thank you all for sharing. And how would everyone get in contact with you? Ashleigh and Emerald. I guess the information's at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Our Instagram is Shop Moscato Pink. You can reach us on Facebook at Moscato Pink. Our website is Moscato Pink, www.moscatopink.com. We are actually having our anniversary event right now. So go check it out and shop. We have new arrivals dropping tomorrow. Just a lot going on for us right now.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
All right.
It's been busy, but good.
Yeah.
And thank you for having us. That's awesome.
No problem. For everyone who's watching right now, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. For those who are watching on YouTube, and if you're watching from LinkedIn, Facebook, feel free to share as well. It will be uploaded on Instagram later on. Thank you, both of you guys, for being here today. I learned a lot, and I appreciate you guys. And again, let's celebrate 3rd year in business partners. Yes.
Air drinks, Em?
Air drinks.
Thank you.
So
Thank you so
thank
much.
you guys for having this conversation.
Thank you for having us.
Take care.
All right. Thanks. Bye, everyone.
Bye.